Hello everybody and welcome back to my sunroom here in East Tennessee. I thought today I would do unusual things that are going on with my orchid collection, especially with my Cattleyas, and also update you on some of my newer plants. So here I have who I call Patrick's namesake. This is the Cattleya that he sent me 5 years ago. Absolutely love this Cattleya. And it just keeps blooming. It just keeps growing. It's got a new spike here. Yeah, it has new growth. It has one of the tallest spikes I've ever seen on it with some more buds. So this is like a good year for Cattleyas. Have you all experienced the same? I mean, just look at this gorgeous, gorgeous bloom. So I know that it has been in bloom for at least 2.5 months because I take pictures of them when they first start blooming. I just can't wait to see them bloom. You know, you would think I was a brand new orchid grower. Yeah, I'm just all about it when they first bloom. And I believe I took a picture of this one around the 1st of March. So it's been in bloom for that long. Just keeps blooming. I'll take it all the day long. And this is my newest Cattleya. This is GCT Jairak Jewel. Done very well. You all asked me last month when I bought this to give you all an update. Oh my goodness, it's done great in the moss. I left it on the mount and I miss those roots about every 2 or 3 days. There's really no live roots in the pot yet to speak of because the growths haven't matured yet and they've not produced roots. But look at what I found yesterday. That little tiny growth has buds. Am I seeing that right? I mean, what's up with that? I found it just yesterday and I was just shocked. And you can see them even better today. So on this tiny little growth, it's going to bloom. That's the funniest thing. And see, it's got this new growth too. So this one is going to be another vigorous one, I can tell. So can't wait to show you all when this one blooms because it's going to be so pretty. And these are the plants that my friend Patrick, that plant guy, sent me 3 weeks ago. Several of you wanted an update on these. And this is my Foul Sweet Memory Leodoro that he sent me. She is a beautiful, beautiful plant. Put this one in moss and bark layers. This is in a 5-inch pot, and I can't do just plain regular moss in a 5-inch pot with a Phalaenopsis. I can with a Cattleya, but I can't with a Phalaenopsis. It's just too much moss. Yeah, isn't that unusual? But decided to do that one in moss and bark. She's done great. No signs of stress whatsoever. She's just not missed a beat. And then my Oncidium satuanum. This is a parent plant of Oncidium Sherry Baby. It stays very compact though, so I'm really looking forward to watching this one grow and bloom. And then great news, my Christmas cactus cuttings that Patrick's mother sent me, they are rooting. I am so excited. So I'll be able to pot these up in probably about a week or so. If you all missed the unboxing video to this, to my Cattleya that I just showed, and to the Tolumnia that I'm about to show you, I'm going to have all of these unboxing videos in the description box below so that you can go back and see what they look like when I first got them, if you'd like to see those videos. And yeah, this was a great unboxing. I have wanted Sweet Memory Leodoro for forever. So I'm so excited to have this plant. And as you all know, oh my goodness, yeah, a Christmas cactus, a true old-fashioned Christmas cactus. That is so, I was just so excited to get these cuttings. And then this little Oncidium, that's the cutest thing I think I ever saw. So I'm really, really looking forward to watching these grow. And this is my Tolumnia Zelemnia Midas. I got this one the day before Easter, so I've had it about 6 weeks now. Actually, no, I've had it longer than that. Easter was early this year, so yeah, it's been almost 2 months since I've had this plant. Okay, it has done great on this mount, and I can't believe I'm saying that because you know me, I'm really not all about mounts. But after this, I've learned something. I have 2 new growths right here. Yeah, I'm almost speechless because I've never grown anything on a mount. I just didn't want to put the time into it because, you know, you have to water them every single day. And yes, I do. I spray this one down every single day. But it hasn't missed a beat and it's done so well. It's really making me rethink how I'm going to do my Tolumnias in the future. When I get them in those little plastic baskets, I'm going to leave them alone for quite a while. I would really rather water them every day and let them establish, because this one has grown. I mean, substantially. I'm not believing how much it's grown. Usually my Tolumnias get very set back when I take them out of those baskets. Now, if they just pop out of the basket, that's one thing. That doesn't bother them at all. But usually the ones that I get are stuck fast to those baskets. And I'm not going to try to extract them off of those baskets if they're just stuck so hard to that plastic basket. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to wait until they get really, really established, even if I have to put more work into them on a day-to-day basis. I'll be honest with you, I've kind of really bonded with this little plant. Yeah, she's my friend. Every morning I come back here and yeah, I spray her down with water. I fertilize her once a week and I look forward to it. So she's done so well. I'm just so proud. And this is my Neophoenicia falcata crossed with Papilionanthe hookeriana. Oh, I hope they give that one some kind of name that's shorter than that. But I put it over here because it was getting too tall for the shelf that it was growing on. And I kept thinking, oh my goodness, this is Cattleya light, which I know the hookerianas really like high light. Oh yes, she likes it over here. I've got 2 spikes. Oh yes, I'm very excited. The first spike was way up here, and these new spikes are down at the bottom of the plant, so that's interesting. But I found them just the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to show you all that because that's very exciting. These blooms are just so beautiful. And here's an update on my largest GCT Lawless Gloriana, the Cattleya that I've had for more than 20 years. She just got through blooming, and look here, we've got a new sheath. So she's going to give me some bonus blooms. I'm so glad. This is a rather large Cattleya. She is very compact, but she takes up half of this shelf. So beautiful, beautiful girl. I love this Cattleya. And this one is like a big surprise to me. I keep checking the dates on when I divided my Lawless Gloriana Cattleya, and it was June of 2024. And if you all remember, I showed you I had some back bulbs that didn't have any roots. And I said, I am going to give this a go. I'm going to try to root this and grow this. Okay, 2 years later, this is what I got. I'm not kidding with you. I can remember several of you asked me, please keep us updated on this plant. And so, yeah, the first year, I think that it grew 1 growth. And I don't think that that growth bloomed because it just came from just nothing, bulbs and no roots. Then last year, I remember I had 1 spike. Yeah, 1 growth and 1 spike. Last year, 2025, it grew these 2 growths, and of course, I got blooms here. This time, I've got 1, 2, this is like a forest, 3 new growths so far. So 2 years later, I have 3 new growths on this Cattleya that just came from, like I said, a rootless section of just bulbs. I didn't know if it would take. Wow, it really did. But I have to admit, Gloriana she's a very, very strong Cattleya, but this has surprised me. And let's show you all some beautiful blooms of my Brassicatlia Memoria Vitali Limelight. This is a Cattleya that I just divided about 8 weeks ago. And I divided it in half and gave my sister the other half, her very first orchid. And she's done so well with it, and it's budding too. She called me the other day and she was like, "Yay, it's budding." And I told her, I said, that is a big deal because a lot of people have a hard time blooming Cattleyas. I went over, showed her where to put it, put an LED light on it, put it in a western facing window like what I do here. And yes, it hasn't skipped a beat. So love these blooms. Anything with a green bloom I think is just so unusual and pretty. And this was another one that I wanted to update you all on. This is my GZAAS Rainbow that Michael McCarthy sent me 3 years ago. And last summer, I don't know what happened. It got some really weird looking aphids on it. Yeah, and I was having to clean the aphids off of it all the time. It was the only one it happened to. It was the oddest thing. This is the one that I put down into some bark that had white mold. And so every time I put these roots down into media, they were getting moldy. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try you in water culture, fingers crossed, because you're one of my favorites. This is a beautiful fowl. And I'm very happy to tell you, the new leaf grew as long as the previous years. And look at this spike. Look at the branch here, and look at the spike. So it is liking the water culture. I have it in here in a northeast facing window. Gets a lot of early morning light and late afternoon light. And it also has its own small LED light. So it's doing well, and I'm so glad. No sign of any of those weird aphids. They look like alien aphids. I'm not kidding. So yeah, it's doing so much better. It's doing very well, actually. It likes it in here. So I'm glad it likes its new home. And every year I mean to film this, and every year I forget. So this time I'm going to show you. This is my Phal equestris cross. And you know, I've told you all that when she starts losing blooms, it's very dramatic. Oh yeah, I come back here every morning and there's like 10 spent blooms in the floor. And they don't actually turn brown. Like this one right here, you see it's kind of flimsy. This one will be in the floor tomorrow morning. They don't turn brown, they just drop like that. The plant's been in bloom for, I'd say about 4 months now. And when she comes out of bloom, she makes a real show out of it. Like, I am done. Do you see how she starts? I mean, look at this. These are brown already. Now, here's the interesting thing. This has never happened before. She's got some branching here and some branching here. She has never done that before. Normally, everything falls and her spikes are done. But do you see how this one's brown up to this branch? So I'm going to leave these branches and I'm going to see what happens to these branches this year. I've had this plant for about 15 years and I've never seen it do this before. So I'm really curious to see if those secondary branches are actually going to produce blooms. So yeah, she's very dramatic, very beautiful, but boy, when she's done blooming, she's done. And I hope you all have enjoyed today's video. There were just some things that I just wanted to show. they don't exactly go into a blooms video very well. So I thought from time to time when I've got something unusual happening, I'll just do a video like what interests me, what I think is going to be unusual for you to see. So thanks again for watching. I want to thank all of my subscribers. Thanks everybody for leaving me comments. My comment section is just such a joy for me, and I really enjoy reading through your all's comments. Please do leave a comment if you can, because now that everybody's watching videos more and more on TV monitors, which that's what I do instead of your handheld, I noticed, there's some things that I need to go back and comment on with other people's videos. And so if you all don't mind doing that for me, even if it's just a, hey, Amy, that would be great. I just enjoy hearing from you. And thank you to all of my members. I appreciate you all supporting my channel every month the way that you all do. And before I end this video, I'd love to say the blessing over you, your families, and your plants. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. You all make it a great day. We'll talk to you next time.